Canada does not know what they're doing when it comes to Jordan's principle. Indigenous leaders in Manitoba gathered on Friday to condemn Canada. Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba have all started coordinating trade, energy, infrastructure, and labor mobility without federal intermediaries. There's talk of separation. It's unsettling, maybe even creating a bigger divide. Manitoba is now demanding answers from the federal government. Why contribute billions and get so little in return? Indigenous leaders are calling out Ottawa's neglect, and the silence is deafening. We are telling Canada right now to stop what you're doing. Listen to our leadership and what we're saying today. We will create change. Some now speculate, if Alberta and Saskatchewan break away, will Manitoba consider becoming the 51st state of the United States? This could function as a transition framework if any province does end up officially exiting the Canadian Confederation. If Alberta or Saskatchewan successfully separate, it could trigger a chain reaction. Manitoba would be geographically cut off from the rest of Canada. Manitoba's had enough. After years of being ignored by Ottawa while pouring billions into the national economy, the frustration has finally boiled over. The Western provinces keep carrying the weight. And what do they get in return? Lectures, delays, and federal red tape. So Manitoba stopped waiting and teamed up with Ontario instead. That is the opportunity we're talking about here today, said Premier Ford, referencing the $20 billion that flows back and forth across Manitoba and Ontario's borders. But where we live, this isn't just two provinces playing nice. This is a $19.5 billion trade relationship getting a full steroid injection with zero federal oversight. Let that sink in. $19.5 billion of trade is now being ramped up, rerouted, and reinvented without even glancing at Ottawa's dusty old rulebook. No red tape, no approval forms, just pure, unfiltered provincial hustle. You will work for us, because it's not the other way around. And they couldn't have picked a better moment. This whole economic rebellion happened just days before King Charles delivered his first Canadian throne speech since 1977. That's right, the first royal unity pep talk in nearly 50 years. Meanwhile, the provinces are basically holding a unity exorcism. While the king was rolled out as a symbolic band-aid, Manitoba and Ontario were sharpening scissors and cutting the umbilical cord to Ottawa. Whenever anything was denied or questioned, it was referred back to ISC, and they were the ones who had to prove those things. We have emails we plan to use as evidence against Health Canada, which brings us to the part where people, and not just random internet trolls, are starting to whisper, is Manitoba plotting a soft landing in the United States? Not officially, not loudly, but after all this federal neglect and these rogue moves, can you really blame them? The speculation is out there, and it's not coming from nowhere. This isn't reactive. It's totally proactive. This isn't just backup planning. It's creating a parallel government structure. Now let's get into the real juice. That cute little agreement between Manitoba and Ontario, the one the feds hoped nobody would notice. It's not just paperwork, it's a full-blown declaration of economic independence. We've been working really hard in Manitoba, getting First Nations and Indigenous nations on side, said Kenyu, because a lot of money has been sitting on the sidelines for resource projects in Canada due to a lack of action. They literally signed an MOU, a Memorandum of Understanding, that removes interprovincial trade barriers. Translation, let's do business directly and pretend Ottawa doesn't exist. Kenyu didn't mince words. This is about trusting each other as provinces, not the feds. That's not coded language, and that's basically him saying, we're done waiting for the federal circus to fix anything, and Manitoba would be geographically cut off from Eastern Canada and BC. This was today's important update. We want to make it absolutely clear that our videos never include any kind of misinformation. Canadian Nexus is dedicated to bringing you verified and trustworthy news from across Canada, from politics to society and everything in between. If you value truth and facts, you're in the right place. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the Canadian Nexus channel. Thank you.